Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Quick Take and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I decided to treat myself to some new headphones, yes, some Sennheiser Momentum 4s. They will be coming very soon, but before I get on with the video, I'd just like to quickly mention I'm running a giveaway with ownasaber.com. Yes, our old friends, where we are giving away 3 King of London lightsabers when I hit 15,000 subscribers. That is 3 King of London lightsabers. All you need to do to enter is 1, subscribe to the channel, check the pinned comment down below where there's a little Google form to fill in. You just got to put in your name, your email address, and answer the very important question: are you subscribed to the Quick Take? Chelsea are having some luck with Moises Caicedo and Brighton, finally. This is coming in from Nizar Kinsella. Moises Caicedo missed training as he attempts to force a move to Chelsea. So, thankfully, it looks like Moises Caicedo is taking matters into his own hands and is putting pressure on Brighton to let him go. That's right, Brighton. Listen, Brighton are standing very firm with their £100 million valuation, and it might actually seem that Chelsea will be forced to pay that amount. I know it's a very large amount of money, but Moises Caicedo is a very good player, and it looks like Mohamed Kudus, although he apparently agreed terms with Chelsea, is on his way to Brighton, and he won't be cheap. He will be a player who Brighton will break the bank for. But in order to break the bank, they need to have that money there ready. So, my thinking is they wouldn't have put forward 40 million for Mohamed Kudus if they didn't think that there was a good chance they'd be getting over 100 million back from a certain London club. Listen, this news is fantastic. Just trying to find some more updates here. Moises Caicedo did not train today and instead picked up his things and is waiting for Chelsea, reports Relevo. Fantastic news. Fantastic news. This is exactly what we need. We need Moises Caicedo to start putting a lot of pressure on Brighton to let him leave. I'm pretty sure this is what Cucurella did last season, actually, when Manchester City, and obviously we were interested in him. He stopped coming to training. He missed a pre-season game, and then one thing led to another. Oh, he's at Chelsea. Let's just hope the same thing happens with Moises Caicedo. Again, this is a player that I think we need to get. This is one of the most defining transfers of the summer. Having a midfield pairing of Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo, that will set us up for the next 5, 6, 7, maybe even decade. I'm thinking that far ahead. I mean, we got Enzo Fernandez down to a very long contract, and if we are going to spend 100 million on Moises Caicedo, I would expect us to have him on a very good contract, because apparently his dream club is Real Madrid, and I can quite easily see Real Madrid coming in for him in 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 years' time when he's a bit more of a refined player and about to enter his prime. So again, getting him down on a very long, very good contract with relatively high competitive wages will certainly help us in the long run. But yes, 100 million for Moises Caicedo. One thing that is interesting to me actually is how Brighton are dealing with this situation of Caicedo not turning up to training and such. They're saying that they're giving him the weekend off, or he's picked up a little hamstring injury, where Moises Caicedo's camp has, I'm pretty sure they've outright denied that, or have just completely quelled those rumours, and are just saying, we do not want to be here anymore. We want to join Chelsea. What are you doing blocking our pathway? This is Caicedo's next big step. And it's happened with a lot of other players in the past where they've had a very good season in a Premier League club, another Premier League club from the top 6. That's right, Brighton aren't in the top 6, but from the top 6 come sniffing, and then they go to them for a big money move because it's clear they're ready. And you know, if Levi Colwill wasn't a Chelsea player and he was a Brighton player, this exact same situation would be happening, except clubs like Chelsea or Liverpool would have to spend upwards of 60, 70, 80 million euros or pounds to get him, because he's that level of player, even though he's only had 1 good season in the Premier League. That's just how it works sometimes. Sometimes you can just tell when a player is ready, and Moises Caicedo is ready. Some other news coming out today. Unfortunately, it looks like Christopher Nkunku is out for a little bit longer than we would have hoped. He is out, according to some reports, for a few months. Now, this is incredibly disheartening news for Christopher Nkunku and Chelsea fans alike. We were hoping it would just mean he would miss Liverpool, but it certainly means he's going to be missing a lot more than that. Christopher Nkunku, again, a player we brought in, we were all excited for. I even tweeted out just watching Nkunku do his ACL, and well, he's not done his MCL. He's not done his ACL. He's done his MCL, which is still quite a bad injury. You don't want to do MCL, especially before the Premier League starts. It's bad luck. It's bad timing. It's a bit like Wesley Fofana in a way. Nowhere near as bad as Wesley Fofana. But Wesley Fofana, he obviously got a big injury, and then he came back. He was playing again, and now he's out for the rest of the season. Same thing happened to Christopher Nkunku before France played in the World Cup. They were training. I swear it was Camavinga went in for a tackle. Nkunku did his knee, and he was out for a few months then. It looks like one of those things that it's not a reoccurring injury, but it's history repeating itself. Again, best wishes to Christopher Nkunku, but this is really annoying. Christopher Nkunku would have been, I think, fantastic just playing in behind either Nicholas Jackson or Mando Broja, although Broja is attracting attention from West Ham, or even Dusan Vlahovic, who Chelsea have been linked to oh so very much this window, oh so very much, especially with this Romelu Lukaku deal coming into the foray, which I will be covering very soon in another video. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that video. I'll be going into the ins and outs of that deal, why, well, not why, but giving my thoughts and trying to convince you guys that Dusan Vlahovic isn't as trash as you might think he is. But again, Christopher Nkunku out for a while. Moises Caicedo pushing to move to Chelsea, which is fantastic. It's crazy. We finished 12th, and we have Moises Caicedo, who literally could go anywhere. He could go Liverpool, which looks like they're building some quite good stuff with McAllister, Dominic Szoboszlai. They've got, call him shit, but Darwin Núñez, Mohamed Salah, although Salah's getting some interest from Saudi clubs. You know, they're rebuilding something there, obviously. He could go to Arsenal, he could partner Declan Rice in a pivot or something like that in a, you know, what is it, the 3-2-5 formation that everyone's using now for that Pep Guardiola created. I don't know if he created it, but you know what I mean. He could go to City. If, say, Rodri leaves for some strange reason, he could go to there. He could go to Real Madrid now. He could go to PSG. Well, maybe not PSG. He's got so many options. And yet Chelsea, the club who are in a mess, the club that have finished 12th, the club that are unstable, he's pushing to join us. He's pushing to join us. That is fantastic. You know, that is so rare nowadays that a player has all those options ahead of him and he thinks, you know what, Chelsea. You can't say no to a player who's pushing this hard to sign for Chelsea. And you know what? Good times are ahead for Chelsea fans. Good times are ahead for Moises Caicedo, of course. Partnering Enzo Fernandez, he will be remembered if he stays a long time as potentially one of the better midfielders that have played for Chelsea. And Chelsea have had quite a lot of good midfielders. You know, Michael Essien, Frank Lampard, Ruud Gullit at one point, although that was past his prime. You got players like Michael Ballack. All these fantastic players, all these brilliant players, while stopping Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez joining in those ranks. You know, these are top level players, and I can quite easily see them maybe not getting on the plaque outside of Stamford Bridge. You know that nice walk as you walk towards the megastore. You know that nice, John Terry and Drogba and fantastic. I'd love to go there again. I went there a few years ago, but it's fantastic. But these players can be remembered as greats, and that is all we can hope for, and that's all we can ask for. But again, it's probably going to be around £100 million. But you know, sometimes you have to break the bank for the best. So that's about it. Moises Caicedo is actively pushing for Chelsea. Do you think he will sign? Do you think Brighton will let him go? Do you think we'll get him for less than 100 million? Let me know your thoughts on Christopher Nkunku's injury. Tell me who you think we should bring in to potentially fill that void behind the striker. How much do you think this will affect our season? I would love to see as many of you in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Subscribe to the quick take. As I said at the start of the video, 15,000 subscribers. We're giving away 3 King of London lightsabers. I would absolutely love for as many of you to enter as possible. I've been the quick take, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.